When we talk about the climate change, usually we talk about common effects of the climate change, like the one on the screen. And usually we talk about the countries like island countries or Middle Eastern country or African countries that will be most severely affected by droughts, melting of the ice. And we talk about wildfires, but we rarely mention that the countries like United Kingdoms can be quite severely affected and in danger. So how come? Due to one effect which is called wet bulb temperature. So what is wet bulb temperature? So wet bulb temperature is the lowest temperature to which a surface can cool through evaporation of the water. But you can imagine it in regards to the human body. Just imagine yourself being in the bathtub and being completely submerged in the hot water. So you could try to lose your heat from your body by sweating, but what will actually happen is that heat from the surrounding water will flow toward your body. The other way of thinking is that basically you will get cooked like a chicken in the pot. And this wet bulb temperature is typical for all of the countries that have relative high humidity. So let us first check what's the relative humidity for United Kingdom. So if we Google it, we will find that the outdoor relative humidity in the United Kingdom is generally high, averaging between 60 to 75% during the summer. And that is quite dangerous because if we look the wet bulb globe temperature chart, we can see that with the black color marked exercise is forbidden outside, and there is a very high risk for heat casualties. When we say exercise, we think about any outdoor activity, basically. When we go back to that chart and we select temperature and humidity for United Kingdom, we can see that already at the temperature of 30 degrees with the 75% of the relative humidity, it can be deadly for some people. And usual humidity of 60% already at a temperature of 32 degrees can be quite deadly outside. And everything above that temperature is even worse. So what does that mean in the practical means? If the things continue as usual with the increasing frequency of the heat waves and these Godzilla, El Niños and those kind of things, United Kingdom can basically become unlivable, not just for humans, for anyone who kind of needs some kind of way to cool its body, any kind of living organism. And if you think the plants as well, because plants can be cooked as well. Yes, there is one more thing I forgot to mention. If you haven't realized already on your own, hydration won't help you with the wet bulb temperature. So basically, regardless how much water you intake, if you can't cool your body, you will die anyway. So in that regards, we have to think that climate change is the global enemy and that all the countries, regardless how big or small, poor or rich, they have to think about any ways how we can fix this as soon as possible. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you, and tell me what you think in the comments, and see you again. Bye.